Who approached you first with the idea of NWO Sting?
That was Eric Bischoff, actually, who had the idea, and you'd have to ask him about where they kind of came up with it. But Eric approached me and came up with the idea and said if it gets out, he was going to squash it. So he wanted to make sure that no one knew that it was me as the double. And I think a lot of that had to just do that Steve and I were similar size. You know, I was doing Cobra at the time, and he asked me to do this, and I said, whatever, so I did it.
How was the transition phase from Cobra to NWO Sting? Because you were on TV a lot as Cobra, so the face paint had to cover up quite a bit. The gear had to cover up quite a bit. That way people weren't like, hey, what's up, that's Cobra.
Yeah, at first they used actually prosthetics. So they had a company that came out, I think AFX or something was the name of it, and I wore contacts because I have light eyes and Steve had dark eyes. But it was very problematic. It was hard to wrestle, when I'm not used to contacts. But eventually we dropped that off, and with the paint you couldn't really tell that much. So I had to grow my hair out a little bit and try to make some changes from Cobra, but it was fine.
So yeah, like as you started, it was almost the surfer style Sting. I believe at the Fall Brawl show it was, and then you transitioned into the white and black face paint.
You got a good memory. Yeah, that first one they asked me to paint that way, kind of, and I wore the white tights and wore the kind of beach thing, so it definitely was different.